Good morning, Bill Cook, and welcome to another edition of Nashville Coffee Talk.
That's right.
Bill Cook. We got a special guest. Roz is our special guest on Coffee Talk today.
Yeah.
I don't have coffee for Coffee Talk,
That's not right.
and I don't have any tequila for Tequila Talk. So, sorry, Roz. We're normally a much more professional outfit than this. Speaking of professional outfits, check out what she's wearing. I mean, she always
She
takes
brightens
it up a notch.
Brightens up the stage.
I look like I just walked out of Boot Barn.
No, you look like you might have just walked out of 1977, and that's exactly what I like about you. I always look like I just left a Mexican flea market, Bill.
Well,
I mean,
give
let's be
yourself a little
honest.
credit there, Russell.
No, I mean that in a good way. What are you saying over there, Bill? I don't know. I always shop at Mexican flea markets.
Yeah.
You know, Bill,
See,
where I grew up, East Tennessee, over outside of Knoxville, there is a spot that is the largest Hispanic marketplace in the state of Tennessee.
all right.
A buddy of mine owns it. It's called Green Acres Flea Market. You can go get the coolest Western shirts, crazy boots, man. I mean, wild boots. You can buy chickens and goats. You get authentic Mexican food that I don't even understand what it is sometimes, but it's delicious.
You like it, yeah.
And they do semi-pro wrestling there. They do.
They cover the whole gamut of
Yeah,
stuff.
it is a full day of adventure.
I guess so. It
Yeah.
would be. It would be.
Yeah, it's like an afternoon walk with Bill Cook, just a full day of adventure.
Excitement, yeah.
Well, Bill, how's your week been? Has it been good?
It's been good, yeah. It's been a really good week. It's been hot here, but musically it's been fun and good.
It's been odd, it's been hit or miss for me,
Yeah.
and but like last night was kind of a slow night for me. Maybe I was just a slow one.
Well, yeah, you might have been just creeping up on something.
Roz, how's your week going
It's been good so far, thank you.
so far? Is it the end of the week or the beginning of the week?
It's the end of the week.
I think she's right.
Is that
I think
what it
it's the
is?
end of the week.
Yeah,
It's the
'cause
last day.
It's the
Calendar
seventh
says
day.
calendar says this is the first day.
I know, but
Sunday's
but
the first
but it's actually the seventh day.
I think it's the day of rest from the following.
Right now, if you're like me, you start your week with
Yeah,
a
you
day of
start
rest.
Well, that should be today, right?
Well, it just if you're going by the calendar, or if you want to say on the seventh day,
Yeah,
So
that's right.
either which way, I hope you're having a good Sunday so far.
Yes, sir. So far.
All right. Well, let's get these shenanigans going, Bill.
Miss Alyssa, can I get a soda water with lime when you get a chance, please? Thank you.
Welcome in, guys. Good to see y'all. You just missed our breakfast buffet. I'm sorry about that. All you can eat, ham and eggs, and it was French toast. Well, Bill
They
calls it.
took it away.
He calls it freedom toast, but
Freedom toast.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just I have no idea where it comes. Jason, it is off the mic. Where does this stuff come from? Listen, I don't know where it comes from, Bill, but I'm afraid to find out.
Yeah, don't go looking for it. No.
All right, well, here it is, Coffee Talk. Coffee black, cigarette, start this day like all the rest. First thing every morning that I do is start missing you. Some broken hearts never mend. Some memories never end. Some tears will never dry. My love for you will never die. Yeah, Bill.
Yeah, coffee talk.
We got our coffee now. You know, Bill, we've got a little bit of reprieve from the heat today. Did you notice?
It's a blessing. It really is.
Yeah, it's only going to be 87 or
I know,
88. I
I
mean,
know.
it's, you know.
This morning was great.
It
though.
felt great. You know,
Yeah.
I got up early. I, you know,
You do your run?
I didn't go for a run today, Bill. I just take a little easy stroll.
That's-
You know,
that
get some
works just
sunlight
as
on
good.
me. I do that every morning, and it felt good. It was a relief.
Yeah.
But not yet. Let my ears wake up. Because, you know, Bill, I don't really talk much when I'm not here. Good morning. I'm at home. If I'm not careful, I might go a full day without
talking.
saying a word out loud.
You don't talk to yourself?
Well, I do, but I don't realize I'm doing it. I do talk to myself. The problem is when I start answering myself.
I know, that's me too.
Yeah, oh my goodness gracious. But the big thing, Bill, is so sometimes on Sunday mornings, especially after doing a couple shows on Saturdays, my ears aren't really where they need to be.
Well, sure,
And then
yeah.
of course my voice. But I just don't always know what I'm doing and where I need to be set. It's kind of a tricky thing. Well, welcome in. Where are you guys from right here? From D.C.?
Are you corrupt? Isn't everybody in D.C.?
I used to work in D.C. some, and I always enjoyed it. My favorite part about D.C. is when I got to leave. That was welcome in.
It's a cool town, though.
It is. I love it up there. I love it. Welcome in. What about you folks? Where are you from? Anchorage, Alaska.
Yeah, it's a long walk.
Man, I'll tell you what. That's a.
I've come real close to being in Alaska, but never made it all the way there.
You gave up.
Gave up. I was too tired.
I've never been to Alaska.
I never have
Jason,
either.
have you been to Alaska?
Nope. Lower 48. I haven't been to Hawaii either. But
Really?
all 48 except for Alaska and Hawaii. But Alaska's definitely on the list.
Oh yeah. Welcome. Roz, have you ever been to Alaska?
Nope.
Oh, Mark's been to Alaska, and yeah. Well, Bill, let's set up a tour.
Let's go to Alaska.
Let's go to Alaska.
Yeah, we'll set up one.
Well, if you're wondering, do we always talk this much? The answer is yes. It's called Coffee Talk with Nashville Coffee Talk with Bill Cook.
And Russell Brown.
Yeah, well, and today we always have a different. Seems like we have a different special guest each Sunday, and today it's Miss Rosalind Turner, and we're here to have a good time, whether we know it or not. Bill.
That's right.
Let's
It'll
do
happen. It'll happen.
Let's do one I always dedicate to Bill Cook and my ex-wife. It's called "Going Where the Lonely Go." That's Bill Cook's house at about 2:30 in the morning. Feel-good song of the summer. Start calling it the Bill-good song of the summer.
Where do you come up with that stuff?
I don't know, Bill. I'm cursed with this.
Feel good.
Gosh, calm down, Bill. You're getting too rowdy for me. Rolling with the flow, and going where the lonely go, anywhere the lights are low, going where the lonely go, making up things to do. Not running in all directions trying to find you. I'm just rolling with the flow, going where the lonely go. I've got to keep going. I can't lay down. Sleep won't hardly come. When traveling down this lonely road, just rolling with the flow, going where the lonely go. I've got to keep going. I can't lay down, and sleep won't hardly come when there's loneliness all around. I've got to keep going, traveling down this lonely road, is rolling with the flow, and going where the lonely go. I'm just rolling with the flow, and going where the lonely go. Bill Cook. Bill, there's people wanting to hear stuff. Oh, man. We got some good ones.
Oh, look at that.
Well, Jason, we got folks watching. We got Carolyn watching, and Katie's watching, and whoever's watching. We're glad. We always have people tune in from all over the world, Roz. I mean, exotic areas like Central Missouri, things like that. I mean, just, no, we get folks watching. They tune in online to the AJ's Good Time Bar Facebook page, and they're able to tune in from, we got folks that watch in Canada. We got folks in Memphis and in Maryland. We got folks up in Michigan and Minnesota for sure, and Florida, and a lot of folks over in the EU even tune in sometimes just to see Bill Cook. Bill, you're just a legend.
Oh, yeah.
We got some great requests, and they are able to request songs, and so can you guys. You can request a song by scanning the QR codes out there on the TV screens or on your tabletops, bar tops. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Y'all have a good time. Hey, man, every little bit good. Yeah, as long as we don't have to drive, Bill. Yeah, I can't afford that gas. All right, guys, have a good time. Thank you. We got some good ones coming up. Oh, Jason, Carolyn wants to hear one that I've always thought's kind of a...
Yeah, rapey.
Yeah, I'm not going to say that over the microphone. It's very creepy.
It is a creepy song.
It is. And no, it's kind of like that summer and strawberry wine.
Except he's like 40.
Yeah. And we got some Tim McGraw and good stuff. But first, let's do some Alan Jackson music. I hope y'all like Alan Jackson. You're in his bar. You know, Bill, I did more 90s country yesterday than I ever signed up for.
Was that a good thing?
It depends who you ask about that, Bill. I was glad that people were requesting
There
songs.
you go. That you knew.
But that was we had a lot of 90s country yesterday, didn't we, Jason? That was,
A ton of it.
yeah, we were doing all the staples, you know. That Ain't My Truck, Dust on the Bible, you know, all those, you know, that remind you, yeah,
Of
back
course,
when,
it's not 90s, but I had to sing Harper Valley PTA.
yeah, where were you last night?
Yeah.
We had,
I had to sing it.
Jason sang the hell out of it.
I'll say one thing since he brought that up. Harper Valley PTA, Jeannie C. Riley.
Yep. Tom Z. Hall.
I played drums for Jeannie C. Riley for about 6 months.
Even with your long arms?
Well, even with my long arms, yeah. We did a tour in Australia for 35 days with Jeannie C. Riley.
Why have you never told me this, Bill?
Well, it just when he
Just
said
like
that,
it's just like when he just slipped in today that Vince Gill singing
Singing
happy.
Happy Birthday.
Yeah. Bill Cook's the kind of guy.
it was just. And then we got back from Australia. This is at the end of the story. We got a phone call and said she's disbanding the band.
Oh, that's awesome.
Was she hanging out with Vern?
I think they had a talk, son.
So it was, you were disbanded. You were
Yeah,
It was a-
He knew he was in trouble when,
The band was-
she called him
everybody.
son.
That's
Yeah.
right. Everybody.
the band was dissed.
Everybody was gone.
Yeah, she dissed the band, and you were disbanded.
Yeah.
What a sad story, Bill. At least you got to.
It all worked out good because I had a bunch of friends of mine that worked, and this kind of goes way back, and you probably don't know or remember this lady, Margot Smith. She, I got a job the next 2 days playing bass for her. So it all worked out. Rob Hayjenkins was in the band.
Oh, damn. That's Bill Cook, the legend.
It just all worked out.
I can't wait to start my podcast. Get Bill Cook on there. It's going to be great. All right, Bill, don't mess this up. Everybody's watching. Here we go.
Here we go.
Son?
Gone country.
She's been playing on the room on the strip for 10 years in Vegas. Every night she looks in the mirror and she only ages. She's been reading about Nashville and all the records that they're buying. Says I'm a simple girl myself. I grew up on Long Island. So she packs her bags, try her hand, says this might be my last stand. She's gone country, look at them boots. She's gone country, back to her roots. She's gone country, a new kind of suit. She's gone country, yeah, she's gone. Well, the folks say he's dead, but he's holding out in the village. He's been writing songs, speaking out against the wealth and the privilege. He says, I don't believe in money, but a man can make him a killing. 'Cause some of that stuff don't sound much different than Dylan. Hey, I hear down there, it's changed, you see. They're not as backwards as they used to be. He's gone country, look at them boots. He's gone country, back to his roots. He's gone country, a new kind of suit. He's gone country, here he comes. He commutes to LA. He's got a house in the valley. But the bills are piling up and the pop scene just ain't on the rally. He says, hey, I'm serious, going to school in voice composition. With the crime and the smog these days, this ain't no place for children. And Lord, it sounds so easy, shouldn't take long. Be back in the money in no time at all. He's gone country, look at them boots. He's gone country, back to his roots. He's gone country, a new kind of suit. He's gone country, a new kind of walk. He's gone country, a new kind of talk. He's gone country. Look at them boots. He's gone country. Oh, back to his roots. He's gone country. He's gone country. Yeah, he's gone country. The whole world has gone country. Thank you. That one went out to Carolyn watching down in Memphis. Thank you. I sang that song too hard. That didn't feel good.
Or to your throat. It sounded fine.
I don't know about that. I'm pushing a little too hard. Nothing a little tequila won't fix.
That's right. It'll help you out.
I mean, this is the worst tequila I've ever had.
Oh, it's kind of dark.
Well, it's
tequila.
coffee.
Oh, it's coffee. Okay.
You know, it's a poor substitute. You know, one of them I have to drink every morning when I get up. You know, get me focused, get my day going. You know, get my brain functional.
Tequila?
And the other one is coffee. I just drink this so I have something in my hand. You know. All right, now we got a request for some Conway Twitty by request. What I meant to say there. It's the bum 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 song. Yeah. How you guys doing in here? Good to see y'all. Where are you from? Oh God, it's always Wisconsin early in the mornings, isn't it?
Always
Not that this is
is.
early, but it's late for them. They've been drinking since 8 a.m. 3 weeks ago. But for real, Wisconsin. I mean, if when we start a show, we do a few morning gigs a week, and if somebody walks in, my money is on them being from Wisconsin. Yeah. And that's no lie, is it? I mean, they are serious about their drinking, man.
They are always here to make sure they're drinking before noon, so they can say they've been drinking all day, right?
Yeah. All right, we got some Conway coming up. All right, here's one. I think I've done this song once or twice, and it's kind of a creepy vibe on this song.
Yes, it is.
Different era for sure.
I mean, it is kind of like, it is not quite as creepy as That Summer. Maybe it is. No, it doesn't have any hands of leather in it, I don't think. And but it's up there with Strawberry Wine. This is one. This could be like. Maybe this was the guy. Maybe this is what he said in Strawberry Wine. Yeah. All right, this goes out to Carolyn. Thank you, darling. All right, guys, let us know if you have any requests. This goes out to Carolyn watching in Memphis. Thank you. All right, here we go. Thank you, guys. I can almost hear the stillness as it yields to the sound of your heart beating. Boom, boom. I can almost hear the echo of the thoughts I know you must be thinking. Boom, boom, boom. I can feel your body tremble as you wonder what this moment holds in store. As I put my arms around you, I can tell you've never been this far before. Bum, bum, bum. I don't know what I am saying as my trembling fingers touch forbidden places. I only know I have waited for so long for this chance we are taking. I don't know and I don't care what made you tell him you don't love him anymore. As I taste your tender kisses, I can tell you've never been this far before. As I take the love you're giving, I can feel the tension building in your mind. And you're wondering if tomorrow I'll still love you like I'm loving you tonight. You have no way of knowing, but tonight will only make me love you more. And I hope that you'll believe me, 'cause I know you've never been this far before. Song's not easy. That's a weird key too, man. That's low. You're gonna have to give me a little more before you leave. A little touch of guitar and vocal, because if it gets crowded, I'll have a hard time. Thank you. All right, we got some David Allan Coe called "The Ride" coming up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, all the exes live at Bill Cook's house. Yeah, we got it coming up. We got folks, this one goes out to, another one going out to Memphis. They wanted some David Allan Coe coming up. Let us know if y'all have anything else. And we got some George Strait and some Tim McGraw coming up. You know, Bill, I don't know the last time I heard that Conway song we just did.
It's,
I bet I was a teenager the last time I heard that song.
You know what I always think of when I hear that song? Have you ever seen the episode of Family Guy where it just like in the middle of it says, "Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh, yeah.
Conway Twitty," and then it just goes to that song like in the middle of the episode.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, I guess that might be the last time I heard anything to do with it. That's a great request, though. Thank you, Carolyn. And then we got this one coming up, some David Allan Coe, and then some George Strait and Tim McGraw by request. Coming from Montgomery, had my guitar on my back, when a stranger stopped beside me in his antique Cadillac. He was dressed like 1950 and half drunk and on the ride. Said, "It's a long walk to Nashville, would you like a ride, son?" Sat down in the front seat, turned on the radio. Them sad old songs coming out of them speakers was solid country gold. And I noticed the stranger was ghost white pale when he asked me for a light. I knew there was something strange about this ride. He said, "Drifter, can you make folks cry when you play and sing?" If you're big star bound, let me warn you, it's a long, hard ride. And he cried just south of Nashville, and he turned that car around. He said, "This is where you get out, boy. I'm going back to Alabama." Stepped out of that Cadillac and I said, "Hey, mister, many things." He said, "You don't call me mister, mister. The whole world call me Hank. Can you make folks cry when you play and sing? Everything you do is can you moan the blues or bend them guitar strings? Boy, can you make folks feel what you feel inside? If you're big star bound, let me warn you, it's a long, hard ride." He said, "Jupiter, can you make folks cry when you play and sing? Everything you do is can you moan the blues or bend them guitar strings? And boy, can you make folks feel what you feel inside? If you're big star bound, let me warn you, it's a long, hard ride. If you're big star bound, let me warn you, it's a long, hard ride." Thank you. Big old request for that one right there, going out to Carolyn. Thank you, darling. All right, we got to do some George Strait out of Compton. Yeah. Now, I like to call this one, all my exes live at Bill Cook's house. Live in Texas. Howdy. Thank you very much. Slam dunk, Shack Attack. That's what leadership skills look like. See, they understand. They understood right there that before they left. They know we never have a cover charge on the door, but we just charge you to get out. There's an exit fee, an exit toll called the Bill Cook tax. Can never... where are you guys from? Mexico. Bill, I've never been to Mexico.
I've been to Mexico City.
Well, I think that's in Mexico.
I know that, but I did a TV show there.
You what? Here's more Bill Cook info I don't know about. What'd you do in Mexico?
It's been a long time ago, but we did a TV show there.
He's done everything. Who's we? You and which one of my exes did that?
It was with a guy by the name of Mel McDaniel.
Oh, so, see, there's so much information about Bill Cook coming out today. So just so y'all know, Bill Cook right here, not only is he just a handsome, talented, good-hearted guy, but he's played with all the country music greats. Not just me, but the true greats. He's spent, 13 years with Randy Travis, 6 years with Vern Gosdin. But today we found out Vince Gill sang him happy birthday one time. That's pretty awesome. We found out you went
at the Opry. No
at the
less.
Opry, and that's. Then we find out, oh yeah, Jenny C. Riley, yeah, I did a 35-day tour in Australia with her. That's pretty cool.
right.
Yeah. Now you're doing TV shows in Mexico City with Mel McDaniel. He just brags about himself all the time, Ross. Wait till she starts bragging.
I have pictures of the TV show, though.
You what?
I have pictures to prove it.
I don't doubt you, Bill. You could tell me that you walked on the moon, and I'd say, well, of course you did. Vince Gill sang him happy birthday on the moon one time. I'd believe it. All right, this one goes out to our friends from Mexico City. It's called All My Exes Live at Bill Cook's House. All my exes live in Texas, and Texas is the place I really love to be. But all my exes live in Texas. That's why I hang my hat in Texas. Tennessee. Rosanna's down in Texarkana, wanting me to push her broom. Sweet Eileen's in Abilene, and she forgot I hung the moon. And Allison's in Galveston, somehow lost her sanity. And Dimples, who now lives in Temple's, got the law looking for me. All my exes live in Texas, and Texas is a place I dearly love to be. But all my exes live in Texas. That's why I hang my hat in Tennessee. I remember that old Frio River where I learned to swim, and it brings to mind another time I wore my welcome pin. With transcendental meditation, I go there each night, but always come back to myself long before daylight. And all my exes live in Texas, and Texas is a place I dearly love to be. But all my exes live in Texas. Before I reside in Tennessee. Some folks think I'm hiding. It's been rumored that I've died, but I'm alive and well in Tennessee. Jazz hands. Thank you. George Strait going out to our friends from Mexico. Thank you, guys. Oh, man, we got a good one going out to Katie, and we've got to do some Sawyer Brown for Mike. Is Mike in the house, or is Mike watching online? I'm not sure. All right, here's some Tim McGraw music. Katie's watching up in, I think she's, I don't know if she might be on the, I don't know where she's at today. You never know. I can't say. I think she's in Ohio, or on her way there, or maybe in, who knows, Bill. And I think my dad might be watching. If he is, happy Father's Day to him. I talked to him the other day, yeah. And to all the dads, whether they know it or not. Whether they're aware of it or not, happy Father's Day. But no, I talked to my dad for a while the other day. It was good for us to catch up. You know, he didn't talk to me all the time, Bill.
But you had a good conversation.
Well, yeah, it's kind of like my mom's situation, you know.
Well, she's locked up, and he's the warden, right?
Well, yeah, kind of like that. Yeah. No, it's always good. And but yeah, if he's watching, I hope he is. Happy Father's Day to him. But we're gonna send this one out to Katie. She wants some Tim McGraw, great one. And guys, keep those requests coming. We appreciate it. That glitter, thank you guys. I was far from being made of gold. I don't know how, but I stripped up the money. I just never could quite tell you no. Like when you were leaving Amarillo, taking that new job in Tennessee. I quit mine so we could be together. I can't forget the way you looked at me. Just to see you smile, I'd do anything that you wanted me to. And all is said and done, I'd never count the cost, and it's worth all that's lost. Just to see you smile. You said time was all you really needed. I walked away and let you have your space. 'Cause leaving didn't hurt me near as badly as the tears I saw rolling down your face. Yesterday I knew just what you wanted. You came walking up to me with him. I told you that I was happy for you, and given the chance I'd lie again. Just to see you smile, I'd do anything that you wanted me to. And all is said and done, I never count the cost, and it's worth all that's lost. Just to see you smile, I'd do anything that you wanted me to. And all is said and done, I'd never count the cost, it's worth all that's lost. Just to see you smile. Thank you very much. Great request right there. Well, Bill, how are you feeling over there, Bill?
Good, good. Good day, good day.
You're looking good.
Well, I don't know about that, but it's a good day. I woke up this morning.
You did wake up. Well, I woke up and Bill, I sometimes just wake up screaming with anxiety
Oh, really?
and realize I never even fell asleep.
Well, I hate that.
Bill Cook is here now. I love to brag on Bill, and I also rag on you, Bill. I'll give you a hard time.
Yes, you do, yeah.
I don't necessarily think anybody else on the planet gives you as hard a time as I do.
Not at
Not
all.
even my ex-wife.
Not as much as you do. But that's all right.
But Bill, do you have fun?
I have a blast, yeah. It's
yeah.
always fun to be up here with these guys.
Now, speaking of terrible people, we got Rosalind with us today, and and we're going to have her sing and playing on that fiddle. We're just doing all requests. So, Ros, I don't know if they might not trust you enough to really let you turn loose yet.
They probably don't.
She's only been in town about a month, and you know what they say. I mean, we're trying to be careful with Roz because, you know, people that have been in town a month, they haven't been fully corrupted yet, Bill.
That's true.
So we try to be pretty easy with her. But she does a damn good job, too. We're going to have her do one for you in a second. This one goes out to Mike. He wants some Sawyer Brown music.
What is it?
Some Girls. Okay. It's called Some Girls Do. Bill, thank goodness for them. This is kind of like the I Like My Women on the Trashy Side. It ain't that song, but it's like what some girls do. And those are, you know. Not all girls show up at Bill Cook's house at 2:30 in the morning,
Not all of
but
them.
my ex-wives do. Come on in. We've been saving seats for you, and you're late, but that's okay. Better late than never. Well, she turned up her nose as she walked by my Cadillac. From the corner of my eye, I saw you and you laughed. You were sitting on the swing on your front porch, hanging your nails like you were bored. And you yelled she was sure impressed with you. Well, I ain't first class and I ain't white trash. I'm wild and a little crazy too. Some girls don't like boys like me. Oh, but some girls do. I yelled and asked if you would like a ride. When we pulled out of your yard, I bawled a tire. You was laughing at me, I was doing James Dean. You was the prettiest girl I'd ever seen. When you rolled your eyes and twirled my pink furred eyes. Hey, I ain't first class and I ain't white trash. I'm wild and a little crazy too. Some girls don't like boys like me. Oh, but some girls do. Well, good old boys don't get no breaks. Rich boys think they got what it takes. But there's someone for each of us, they say. Hey, I ain't first class and I ain't white trash. Wild and a little crazy too. Some girls don't like boys like me. Oh, but some girls do. I ain't first class and I ain't white trash. I'm wild and a little crazy too. Some girls don't like boys like me. Oh, but some girls do. I said some girls do. You know some girls do. Like boys like me. Yeah, some girls do. Sawyer Brown by request. Thank you, guys. Thank you, and welcome to AJ's Good Time Bar. I want to say thanks to all the folks watching online. Those are the requests we've been doing, and some of them are kind of tricky for me because I don't know all these songs. I mean, you know, and some of them we've never done before, but that goes to show you don't be shy about your requests. If we can all do it the right way or just fake our way through it, we will. I mean, that's what I said about my first 3 marriages. Saw how good those turned out.
Well, you know,
Yeah. But look at all the good jokes I got. I mean, the bad jokes from
you've made a career out of it.
Right. My show was mostly just bad stand-up comedy and bragging on Bill Cook with some songs sprinkled in there. And but Bill, I tell you, I am grateful to be here. I love to express my gratitude, and it does mean a lot to be able to do this for a living, and we can't do it without good folks watching and hanging out with us. So just realize you're as much a part of the show as we are. If you do have a request, let us know. And we got Rosalind here on the fiddle, and I mean, bless her heart, you know, she doesn't really dress well, and He's got a terrible personality, never really smiles much, and just always mean, just meaner than a daggone snake. But I tell you what, she does.
I mean, if you had only been in town a month, and you'd already played like probably at least a dozen gigs with you, how would you be?
Well, Jason, I'll be honest. I can barely stand myself. I don't know how y'all even show up. Sometimes I get up in the morning, Bill. I look in the mirror. I'm like, not you again.
Here we go again.
So I can only imagine. I bet Rosalind was thinking, I hope he gets lost on his way to work today.
Maybe.
Maybe so, yeah. And you know, if you're wondering why do I give her such a hard time, it's because she deserves it.
Right.
Yeah. But no, I think we should do some George Strait fiddle music. How about a little rodeo cowboy?
We're doing that one.
Yeah, that one George Strait song that had a fiddle in it. And here it's called Amarillo by Sometime Before Noon.
He had that one hit,
I got in a George Strait rabbit hole the other day. Did I tell you about that? I hadn't done it in a long time. I love George Strait. And I put on the 50 number ones, and I forgot some of those were number ones. And you know, this song is not on that record because he
Yeah,
wasn't
but
number one.
we were talking about that the other day. I saw a news article that George had, bless his poor little heart, only had 60 Billboard #1 country singles. And this wasn't one of them, but he said this was probably his favorite song that he ever recorded. And it wasn't a #1, but it was like a number 3 or something. You know, it was still a big hit.
Yeah, bless his heart.
Bless his poor little heart.
All right, here it is. Amarillo by Morning, featuring Miss Roz Turner on the fiddle. Amarillo by morning, up from San Antonio. Everything I've got is just what I got on. When the sun is high in the Texas sky, I'll be bucking at the county fair. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo, I'll be there. They took my saddle in Houston, broke my leg in Santa Fe. My wife became Bill Cook's girlfriend somewhere along the way. I'll be looking for aid when they pull that gate. I hope that judge ain't blind. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo's on my mind. Amarillo by morning, up from San Antonio. Everything I've got is just what I got on. I ain't got a dime, but what I got is mine. I ain't rich, but Lord, I'm free. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo's where I'll be. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo's where I'll be. There's Roz Turner on that fiddle right there. Oh, we got another request. Let's see what this one is. We got Steve watching up at the Horse and Around bar. You know, they want their theme song, Jason. He wants some Merle Haggard, Bill. Yeah. So I really don't listen to a lot of music. It hurts people's feelings. They always don't. I don't really listen to music much at all. And but lately I have been listening to some of my favorite vocalists. And Merle Haggard is he does things with his voice. He's probably the most underrated country vocalist. As much as he gets credit, I don't think he gets enough credit for some of the songs he does. I mean,
Just as a singer,
yeah, just as a vocalist.
Not just as the hit maker and icon, but really, truly one of the greatest singers of all time. No doubt about that.
He does little inflections of his voice that I'm just like, and I was watching some live footage of him, and he's not even, he never tries. He never,
It was always effortless.
Just never strains, never anything.
And just a terrific musician overall. Great guitar player, great songwriter, and you know, his voice is, you think about all the honky-tonk music he's done through the years, but to me, it's the ballads. Just the most beautiful voice, and his vibrato, his technique, everything. Just spectacular. Always was.
Yep, beautiful singer. And this is a great honky-tonk song, but I was listening to this one too, and I was like, he even sings the absolute hell out of this one too. He has some swinging doors. He doesn't just, you know, he's singing it.
Well, it's the song. You know, I always say the Merle Haggards, the Johnny Cashes, George Jones, they lived that life they sung about. And what you know, the singers today don't live that life.
I do, Bill. I did see that there's CDs and albums, not just CDs, I'm getting old, but albums that are Haggard, and they're broken down by hurting, drinking. Have you seen this?
Hurting, drinking.
Yeah, it's just the entire album is called Hag Hurting, Hag Drinking, Hag Leaving, Hag Prison. It's like have you seen all of them? There's like 5 of them, and it's just all right, this goes out to Steve, watching up at the Horse and Around bar up in Michigan. Thank you, guys. The other day we did it, Bill, and I started singing. I don't even want to say it. The bottle let me down. I'll probably do it this time. It's on Smokefield Bar or something I'm not used to. I gave up my own to see you satisfied. I just called to let you know where I'll be living. Thank you. It's not much, but I feel welcome here inside. I've got swinging doors, a jukebox, and a bar stool. My new home has a flashing neon sign. Stop by and see me anytime you want to. 'Cause I'm always here at home till closing time. I've got everything I need to make me crazy. I've got everything it takes to lose my mind. And in here the atmosphere is perfect for a party. And thanks to you, I'm always here till closing time. I've got swinging doors, a jukebox, and a bar stool. Merle Haggard by request. Thank you. Well done. Yeehaw. Bill, I got 12 minutes if I'm going to be serious about this.
That's right. It's almost that time. That's right.
I hadn't had a drink yet today. And this is hard for me to do sober. You know,
Well, you're doing a fine job so far.
yeah, but you don't realize sometimes, this is a true story. Sometimes we'll start a song and my knees I almost fall down sometimes.
Well,
I get riddled with anxiety. I really do. And people don't believe this. It's a true story. I get nervous as hell. And sometimes I'll be in the middle of a song and I'll just sort of check out. I don't know where I go. I have to go somewhere else. People scare me to death. They do. I'm not a people person, man. I was, what was that? I was called a, I think it was toxic, non-loving soul last night.
wow.
Yeah. Kind of.
Did it make you feel bad?
Well, I mean, it wasn't wrong.
Okay, well, you kind of agree with it.
Yeah, because it's like it's people, you know, I can be that way. I can just shut down and
Yeah, well.
yeah. So anyway, sometimes people say, "Why do you drink so much?" And you know, I was like, "Well, some of us has to drink, Jason. I mean,
It might not get done.
right?
otherwise.
If I don't drink and do this, I can't trust anybody else to do it." Well, that's a true story. Toxic, non-loving soul. Take somebody that really knows you to call you that. Roz should have never spoke to me like that. But no, if I don't get a drink before noon, no, I won't be able to say I've been drinking all day, and I'll probably ruin my bad reputation.
You know, we need to take care of that then, right?
Yeah, well, maybe here in a minute. And I'll tell you what, I know we got folks watching online, they like Roz, they just don't know her yet. And Roz has been singing a few different songs lately. I'd like it if you sang a song. If you don't want to, you don't have to, but all your fans will be disappointed.
I wish she would sing that Jeannie C. Riley song. We've been talking about Jeannie C. Riley. I had to sing it yesterday. It needs to be made up for what needs to happen.
Not only did Jason sing Jeannie C. Riley yesterday, Bill, he sang I Will Always Love You.
Oh, I had to sing I'll Always Love You, too.
And you also sang Man, I Feel Like a Woman.
They had to do that, too.
Jason-
We didn't have a girl singer. People were asking for all these girl songs.
You know,
Wish I would have been there. Sounds like a good time.
yeah, well, it was, and it was a fun gig almost, and it was an odd gig. That was an odd one.
Well, you know, what tends to happen, I noticed this last night, is if you've got a band without a girl singer and one person asks for a girl song and they're persistent about it and you do it, then everybody thinks it's cute. They start wanting you to sing more girl songs after that.
But you sang them really well, Jason. I don't know if you remember it or not.
don't.
You were a few JMOs in.
Yeah, that, and I was on my 6th gig in 24 hours, you know.
At one point, he looked over at me and goes, "I'm almost out of gas." He's like, I was like, well, and then.
Yeah, I had done, that was the last one of the old Devil's Double Triple, I call it. I was here late night, Friday night here at AJ's, and then I was here at AJ's again Saturday morning at 10, going till 10 p.m. last night.
What key do you do? Is our friend Miss Roz Turner, all the way from Southern Indiana. She's going to do this one. I like this song. It's feisty, just like you.
I don't know about that.
that song. Good job on that. I quit, Bill. I've had enough.
Well, we were just talking about Merle Haggard a minute ago. Let's do a Merle Haggard song, y'all.
Do you know any?
Speaking of somebody with a bunch of hits.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a honky-tonk nighttime man. I can't stand no light. I'm a honky-tonk nighttime man. I can't stand no light. I get my rest in the daytime. I do my running round at night. I had the blues this morning. I had the blues all day today. I had the blues this morning. I had the blues all day today. And when the sun goes down, I'm gonna tuck my blues away. Oh, here's the band. Oh, it's Roz on the fiddle, y'all. Lord, my heart starts beating when the sun starts sinking low. Lord, my heart starts beating when the sun starts sinking low. And when the shadows fall, I know it's time to go. On that big old bass guitar, here comes Bill Cook, y'all. Back on the drums, y'all. Mark Mazza. One more time on the fiddle. Here comes Roz, y'all. How about a hand for the boys and girls in the band?
Thank you. Guys, let us know if you do have a request out there. And you folks watching online, appreciate you guys for being good to us so far, and you folks in here. So we'll be here till about 2 o'clock, so like I say, don't be shy about it. Where are you from, sir? Right here. Right here. Cool, man. It's a Chris Christopherson song. A lot of people cut this one. I love it. It's a beautiful song. Eyes in the morning burning golden on the mountain in the sky, aching with a feeling of freedom of the eagle when she flies, and turning on the world away, she smiled upon my soul as I lay dying, healing as the colors of the sunshine and the shadows of her eyes. Waking every morning to the feeling of her fingers on my skin, wiping out the traces of the people and the places that I'd been, teaching me that yesterday was something that I never thought of trying, talking of tomorrow and the money, love and time we had to spend. Loving her was easier than anything I'll ever do again. I come close together with a feeling that I never known before in my time. She ain't ashamed to be a woman nor afraid to be a friend. I don't know the answer to the easy way she's opened every door in my mind, but dreaming was as easy as believing it was never going to end. Loving her was easier than anything I'll ever do again. Loving her was easier than anything I'll ever do again. Chris Christopherson right there. Oh man, we got a request, do we? Tony, we got you, man. We got that one. As soon as the band gets back up here, we'll do that song for you. Appreciate that. Do some John Prine music here. I love this song too. I was a child, my family would travel out to western Kentucky where my parents were born. There's a backwards old town that's often remembered so many times that my memories are worn. So Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay. Sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. Well, sometimes we would travel right down the Green River to an abandoned old prison down by Adria Hill. There it smelled like snakes and we'd shoot with our pistols, but empty pop bottles was all we would kill. Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay? Sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. Coal company came with the world's biggest shovel, tortured the timber and they stripped all the land. They dug for their coal till the land was forsaken. They rolled it on down as the progress of man. So Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay? I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. When I die, let my ashes float down the Green River, letting my soul roll on up to the Rochester Dam. Be halfway to heaven with paradise waiting, 5 miles away from wherever I am. And Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay? I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. John Prine music right there. Okay. Welcome to AJ's, y'all. Good to see you. We're going to get the band back together so we can do this request for Buddy Tony. Thank you very much. Got one I dedicate to Bill Cook and his glorious long hair. How you folks doing right there? Where are you from? Kansas City? Kansas or Missouri? Yeah, no, you can't trust those cretins over in Missouri. We know that. Yeah. Now, welcome in, welcome in. So we got a local and we got Kansas City in the house. And Roz is from southern Indiana, which is a lot like being, like it's like the Alabama of the North is what I call it. I'll never forget this. I was in southern Indiana once. I'd been in Louisville for the Derby, and I can't remember what we were doing, visiting somebody, friends of a friend kind of a thing. And I remember the reason I come up with the Alabama of the North is this has been about 15 years ago, but there was like dirt track racing. I saw like a couple different dirt tracks, for real. And there was Confederate flags, and it was all kind of, and I was like, this is the Alabama of the North. I swear it is, And then when Rosalind starts talking, she's got this really mean edge to her. Not really. But if I met you, I would not say, oh yeah, she's from southern Indiana. I would think you were from maybe North Alabama, which you kind of are.
Same thing.
Yeah, you kind of are.
65 south or 65 north.
That's right. The best thing about 65 is that you can always be leaving on it.
You'd be getting the hell out of Alabama. That's right.
Or Indiana or Nashville. You can get the hell out of a lot of bad places. And if you live on 65, you know what I'm talking about. Bill,
What?
you're the Pensacola Kid.
Well, some people call me that.
By some people, you mean me. I think it's a good nickname for you. Bill Cook has a lot of nicknames. He didn't have as many as Tom Killen, but I'm working on it. Were you there the other day? Oh, when Tom got Magic Fingers and Mr. Handsome?
I heard about it.
Did you hear about this yesterday? Tom left the stage yesterday, didn't he, Jason, to go dance?
He absolutely did.
You
On a
folks,
George Jones song.
you
He
folks
just
that are
decided-
watching know Tom Killen. We love Tom. He'll kill me for saying this. He gets so mad. But tell him what happened, Jason.
This young lady came. Well, Tom's always holding court, you know. Seems to have young ladies flocking around him. There was this one little girl, beautiful girl. She was like loving on Tom over there, and she kept asking him to come out and dance with her. So somebody was paid some money for Tennessee whiskey, which normally he would stay in for, but no, he was going to go dance with
He
her.
said, I'll tell you, do the Stapleton version. I'm going to go dance with her. Because I gave him hell. Listen, this girl was not ugly by any means. And she comes up, I mean, that's my way of saying
Oh,
it.
pretty girl.
Very
Yeah.
pretty girl. And she comes up to Tom. I believe she may have even bought him a drink, too. She did. She brought him a Crown Royal. Wow. And everything was like, come dance. Because she's like, come dance with me. I can't remember what song it was. Might have been Don't Close Your Eyes or something. And he was like, and then afterward I was like, Tom, did you not see her? Like, did you not look at that? The woman, I made a spectacle of it. So a couple songs later, he goes, hey, it's Tennessee whiskey. He goes, y'all do the Stapleton version. I'm going to go dance with her. And then I told her, I said, you should turn him down. You should definitely make him leave the stage and say, no thanks. And buddy, we drugged that song out forever so he could dance with that. It was good. Can't say that on the microphone. I love it. Hey, but I'll tell y'all what. We had a request going out to Tony. He wanted a Charlie Daniels song that doesn't have fiddle. But we're going to add it today.
Well, that's all right. Charlie Daniels never really had a field player in his band, not a real one anyway.
That's right.
Good guitar player, hell yeah. Much better guitar player. We're doing long hair country.
Welcome in. If you just got here, you're late. Later in hell. We started at about 10:40 this morning. Where y'all been? Better late than never. We've been saving them seats for you all damn morning. People say I'm no good and crazy as a loon. I get stoned every morning and stoned again that afternoon. Kinda like that old blue tick hound, I like to lay around in the shade. I ain't got no money, but I damn sure got it made. And I ain't asking nobody for nothing. I can get it on my own. Well, if you don't like the way I'm living, you just leave this long-haired country boy alone. Preacher man talking on my TV, you know he putting down my rock and roll. Wants me to send a donation, cause he's worried about my soul. He said Jesus walked on the water, well, I know that is true. Sometimes I think that preacher man would like to do a little walking too. I ain't asking nobody for nothing. I can't get it on my own. And if you don't like the way I'm living, you just leave this long-haired country boy alone. Why don't we play it? Think about it. A poor girl wants to marry, you know a rich girl wants to flirt. A rich man goes to college and a poor man he goes to work. A drunkard wants another drink of wine and a politician wants a vote. I don't want much of nothing at all, hell I will take another token. I ain't asking nobody for nothing. I can't get it on my own. And if you don't like the way I'm living, won't you leave this long-haired country boy alone? Charlie Daniels going out to our friend Tony. Thank you very much. Appreciate that request. Guys, welcome to AJ's Good Time Bar. We're glad to have y'all with us on a Sunday. And, you know, we were going over whether this is the first or last day of the month, of the week.
Either way.
Well, the calendar says first day, like Jason says. But I believe the good book says it's the seventh day, right? So
Not really.
it doesn't say that?
Well, people argue about that all the time.
I know.
But hey, but Jesus, what day would he have worshipped on? He was a Jew.
Right,
It would have been Saturday. That would
right,
have been the seventh day back then.
right. You're right. So that's the truth. But I'm talking about going before that.
It's like, got the calendar all.
Before the calendar was invented and the universe was being invented, I don't know how to count it. Just like, do you start with the year 0 or the year 1, Jason? The answer is the year 1 or 0. I don't know. Theologians have argued, and local drunks have argued about it for years. But welcome in, guys. We're glad to have you. If you have a song on your heart, a song on your mind, you make sure and let us know, whether it's old country or even older country. It's George Strait country music. I know you don't like George Strait, Bill, but
Who said that? Oh, that's.
George told me.
Oh, yeah, well. Yeah, he told you that.
No, he didn't. The other day we were playing a show, though, and I've never seen this. Like I could say, does anybody out there like George Strait? Okay, people raise their hand. Not everybody raised their hand, that's fine. It doesn't mean they don't like him, it just means they didn't want to, okay, vocally. But if I said, does anybody not like George Strait? You just don't see that, right? We were playing a gig the other day, and it happened for the first time.
It was a bartender.
Not this
Not
one.
here,
No,
no.
definitely not. But a bartender raised her hand and was waving it at us like, I do not. I was like, well, sorry, I'm not going to play any Megadeth for you right now. You know. Some George Strait country music from 1982. Calm down, Bill. Nickels and dimes, memories and wine. She's on his mind once again. door. He's got a foolhardy memory. He says patiently here every night so it can fool him more. She was his girl, his only world. He had a string of pearls that slipped away 1,000 times, 1,000 times. He doesn't mind what they say. He feels a jukebox and he plays the same old songs. He fills his glass and then he turns her memory on. But it's a foolhardy memory. It won't let him see. As she walked out the door, he's got a foolhardy memory. He says patiently here every night so he can fool him more. He's got a foolhardy memory. It won't let him see. She walked out the door. He's got a foolhardy memory. He says patiently here every night so we can fool him more. Thank you. George Strait music right there. I love it. Thank you. Look, Jason, we got at least 3 claps on that.
Yay, we love the clap.
Oh man, we've been playing some good country music today. I love that because, you know, a lot of this week I've been playing some bad country music.
Oh, have you, bro country?
A little bit of bro here and there, you know, but we try to resist that as much as we can. You know how it is, Bill. But you know, we got Bill Cook with us, ladies and gentlemen, and I know what you're thinking, and you're right. He's a very handsome man. Very intimidating sometimes, Bill. Bill scares me to death.
Why is that? Why is that?
Because your sweet harmonies are going right where they're supposed to be. The first time I ever played with Bill Cook, he laid it in there, son, and I was like, all right, I'm terrible at this. I just wanted to quit. I just wanted to walk away. And then Bill didn't speak to me for about 2 years.
That's not true.
Yeah, well, you waved at me a couple times like, oh, get out of here. Don't. But Bill, I love playing music with you. You're one of my favorite people anywhere on this side of the stage right now. And but no, but Bill is a great artist and a great painter, sculptor, things like that. But he is a great person to have with you. Now, I'm not the only one that thinks that. Vern Goswell. Vern may have not have liked you, Bill, but you played with him for 6 years. That's pretty awesome. Randy Travis, I guess he liked you pretty well.
We got along real well.
He played with Randy Travis for 13 years. We're going to do a Randy Travis song.
Before we do that, Rosalind just said she wants to hear the Vern Gosden story.
Okay.
Y'all gotta realize this. First of all, Vern Gosden, one of the great singers of all time. They used to call him the Voice. Had a bunch of hits, back then. But Vern, for all of his prolific vocal talents, was not the greatest guy in the world. And we always say that those 6 years that Bill spent with Vern is really more like dog years. That's like 40 years with Vern Gosden, I think.
That's a prison
And
sentence.
he famously hated drummers. And you can't make this up. The guy actually fired a drum machine one time. True story. He said the drum machine was messing up. Like, he just hated drummers so much. So tell him what happened that one time, Bill.
Well, I was a drummer first, and I was playing bass for Vern, and he fired a drummer while we were on the road, so
Surely not.
surely he did. But anyway, I said, Vern, I'll play drums for you tonight. He said, okay, son, I'll put you back there, all right? So I played drums. I thought I did a pretty good job. We got through the show, but he called me in the bus, and he said, son, you know why you'll never be a good drummer? I said, why is that, Vern? He said, your arms are too long.
What does that even mean?
I didn't
I
understand
love the
that.
way you opened it up.
Yeah.
You know why you'll never be a good
You'll
drummer.
never be a good drummer.
So I was destroyed as a drummer, so I went back to bass.
But I found out today a lot more about you, Bill. You played drums with Jenny C. Riley,
I did, for real, yeah.
and You drove a bus
Even
for
though his
Waylon.
arms were too long. Yeah.
You drove a bus for Waylon Jennings,
I did.
even though your arms are so long.
That's right.
And Vince Gill once sang him happy birthday at the Opry.
We just found that out today. At the
Yeah.
Anything else? You did a TV show in Mexico City. Bill Cook's like the most interesting man in the world.
He really
I mean,
is.
yeah. But we love having Bill around. My ex-wives love having him around a lot too. But let's do a Randy Travis song. I always dedicate this one to you and my ex-wives. And all the paleontologists. Yep. Called Digging Up Bones. She should have been a paleontologist. Because she's damn good at digging up dirt. And, you know, she always finds a bone, don't she? All right, here we go. Hey! Last night I dug your picture out from our old dresser drawer. Set it on the table and I talked to it till 4. Read some more love letters right until the break of dawn. And tonight I'm sitting alone digging up bones. I went through the jewelry and I found our wedding rings. Put mine on my finger and I gave yours a fling. Across the lonely bedroom of our recent broken home. And tonight I'm sitting alone digging up bones. I'm digging up bones. I'm digging up bones. Exhuming things that's better left alone. I'm resurrecting memories of a love that's dead and gone. Hey, tonight I'm sitting alone digging up bones. Then I went through the closet and I found some things in there. Like a kinky negligee Bill Cook got you to wear. Hey, I recall how good you looked each time you had it on. Hey, tonight I'm sitting alone digging up bones. Hey, I'm digging up bones. I'm digging up bones. And doing things that's better left alone. And I'm resurrecting memories of a love that's dead and gone. Yeah, tonight I'm sitting alone digging up bones. Hey, I'm resurrecting memories of a love that's dead and gone. Hey, tonight I'm sitting alone digging up bones. I'm digging up bones. Exhuming things that's better left alone. I'm resurrecting memories of a love that's dead and gone. Hey, tonight I'm sitting alone digging up bones. Yeah, tonight I'm sitting alone digging up bones. Bill Cook. Oh, Bill. Now, Bill Cook, I'll tell you, Bill's pretty awesome. And he's got a lot of nicknames. One of them is the Secret Weapon. Well, you are a secret weapon. Yeah. And he's also known as the Pensacola Kid. He's originally from Pensacola area. And you know, my ex-wife just calls you baby. I mean, there's a lot of nicknames that Bill Cook has, but he is one of my favorite people to play music with. Now, speaking of terrible people, we have my friend Rosalind here with us, and she's. Can you imagine? You just moved to town. You've been here a month. You dress this well. You know, people like you, and then you got to come to work and deal with me. It's a terrible, terrible thing.
It's a rough life.
It is. It's got to be miserable. But she's been in town for about a month, and she only sings a couple, 3 songs here and there, and until she starts drinking a lot, then you can't get her to be quiet. But she is a hell of a fiddle player. She really is. And you know what? We haven't done a Merle Haggard song in a minute. I think we should do one that lets you play a little bit of fiddle on it. Well, I love Merle Haggard music. And but we haven't done a lot of Merle Haggard today. I think we've only done 3 of his songs. That's just a damn shame.
That's very low for us.
This is the first shuffle of the day.
Oh, I am so sorry.
It's a crime.
She loves shuffle music. Yeah, that's like a war crime. And when I start drinking tequila, I start doing a little shuffle around too. You know, you see that? You get my happy feet. Here we go, guys. Some Merle Haggard. Come on in here. We're saving seats for good people. Good to see you. I'm tired of this dirty old city, and tired of too much work and never enough play. And I'm tired of these dirty old sidewalks. I think I'll walk on my steady job today. Turn me loose, set me free, somewhere in the middle of Montana. Give me all I've got coming to me, and keep your retirement, your so-called Social Security. Big city, turn me loose and set me free. Yeah. Been working every day since I was 20, and I haven't got a thing to show for anything I've done. And there's folks who never work and they've got plenty. I think it's time some guys like me, we had some fun. So turn me loose, set me free, somewhere in the middle of Montana. Give me all I've got coming to me, and keep your retirement, your so-called Social Security. Big city, turn me loose and set me free. Hey, big city, turn me loose and set me free. Country music makes a noise for our dancers there. Yeah. Good to see you all, and welcome to Alan Jackson's Good Time Bar. Now, we hope you're having a good time. Who's having a good time in here? All right. You know, Bill, we were talking about this earlier. This is hard for me to do sober.
Oh, don't threaten us with a good time.
What happened? Oh, yeah. Keith Whitley. I was going to tell him something, but he came up here with serious business on his mind.
He did.
Speaking of drinking heavily, yeah.
Too soon. Too soon.
I don't care. All right. Bill Cook.
Russell Brown, what do you want, buddy?
Well, I don't think you have time for me to make my list of demands, but I want to do a Keith Whitley song because that young man wanted to hear it. Anybody out there still love Keith Whitley? I hope so. One of my favorite vocalists. And you know, they never specify if this is Miami, Florida, or Miami, Ohio, Roz.
Or even Miami, Oklahoma.
That's
That's
right.
how they say it in
That's how- yeah.
Oklahoma.
Yeah. Keith Whitley by request. talks about those California quakes, but the first time I ever felt your shake was in Miami. Amy touched me, oh, it shook me. I told her I loved her and I wanted to stay, but she said, be sure and I'll call you in L.A. Even in my taxi, I can hear my telephone ring, calling me from Miami, Miami. What took you so long? I thought you never called. Said, please come back. I said, I'm on my way, baby. I ain't even unpacked. I want you, I love you. That's all she had to say. And goodbye, LA. And once again, I'm Miami bound. You wait till this plane it touches down. 'Cause I know Miami will be waiting that Miami gate. I can't wait, Miami, Miami. What took you so long? I thought you never called. Miami, oh Miami. Miami, Miami loves me after all. Miami, Miami loves me after all. Beautiful song. Thank you very much, Keith Whitley, by request. Thank you. Now's a good time for me to go over to our request policy, Bill. Yeah, do it. We do have very stringent rules about how we accept requests. Number one way to get your song played is tried and true, historically accurate, no fake news about it. All you got to do, throw a little love in the tip jug and tell us what you want to hear, whether it's old country or even older country. Now, the second way to get your song played is to scan the QR codes. You'll see them out there on your tabletops, on your bar tops, and right here on the TV screens. You scan that with your phone, request a song from the comfort of your bar stool. Same with the folks that are watching online. They can request songs like that as well. Now, Jason, you're very excited about a third way today. Now, what
Always excited about the third way.
Yeah, that's a shocker.
Well, it has to do with drinking. Are you people drinking today?
Didn't sound very encouraging, Jason.
Not much. Let's try that one more time. How many of you people are day drinking today? Excellent. That's much better. If you don't have a drink by now, first of all, shame on you. Second of all, please see our friend Miss Alyssa behind the bar. She's awesome. She'll take care of you. We like to drink a little bit too, this band does, and that is the third way to get your song played. Bring us some drinks. Hell, we might play 2 or 3 of your songs.
All right, we have a request for some Cody Jinks and some Tyler Childers coming up. Thank you, guys. You know, Bill, I'm thirsty. I'm thirsty AF. I'm almost as thirsty as my third ex-wife. And you know how thirsty she is, my God. Let's all have a drink. If you got a drink, raise your drinks. And if you can't raise your drinks, you're going to have to raise your standards. Raise your kids. On the count of three, everybody holler out, yee-haw, then swallow in. 1, 2, 3, holler. And swallow. Cheers, y'all. This is not a good substitute for the tequila I would rather have in my hand right now. But, you know, it'll do. All right, here's some Cody Jinks by request. I love this song. I love Cody Jinks. If you're not familiar with who it is, he's a great artist out of Fort Worth, Texas. And his songs are all over the place. Some of them sound like they're 90s country. Some of them sound like they're outlaw country from the 70s. And some of it even sounds like hard rock from time to time. But he's got some really, really cool stuff. And here's one of them called Hippies and Cowboys. Yeah. Bill Cook, here's a song about you, hippie and a cowboy at the same time. Well, it started pretty early on the whiskey this morning. That's alright, I was up all night, but I passed down before the sun came up. I really wanted to see one of those. Hey, I know it's no way for a man to behave with a mortgage due and a baby on the way, but somehow I made it to where I'm at. It's been living as a matter of fact. I get bad attitude from being tired and running around, and I never ask for anyone to say they like my sound. I never been part of a musical scene. I ain't just talking Nashville, if you know what I mean. They don't write about me in their magazines. I don't ask for no reviews on those songs that I sing. I never had a lot of friends, and I'm alright by that, but people just keep coming back. Raising hell with the hippies and the cowboys. They don't care about no trends, they don't care about songs that sell. Hell, tomorrow I'll be gone, so tonight everybody just sing along. Raising hell with the hippies and the cowboys. I've been standing on the outside for all of my life, but I like the view. Hell, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, the yuppies and the hipsters and the wannabe scenes, that ain't down home to me. I like $2 beers, I like $3 whales, and some honky-tonk bar that I know by the smell. Some old drunk on a bar stool on a Merle Haggard tune. That's my kind of room. Raising hell with the hippies and the cowboys. They don't care about no trends, they don't care about songs that sell. Hell, tomorrow I'll be gone, Thank you. Thank you very much for that request. We've never done that song, first time for everything. Close enough, Bill. Yeah. All right, this next one goes out to Katie. Wants some White House Road. It's actually Pennsylvania Avenue, Bill.
That's right.
Here's some Tyler Childers by request. Guys, let us know if you have anything else. We also have a George Jones request coming up for the feel-good song of the feel-good song of the summer. And we got some Johnny Cash.
Oh, we got some Blue Girls.
All right, here we go. Y'all a little bit too rowdy for me. Oh my goodness. I need a drink, Bill. I'm starting to get nervous. I'm gonna need tequila out of this. Here we go. Some White House Road by request.
Sun does rise, laying in the bed with bloodshot eyes, late in the evening when the sun sinks low, it's about the time my rooster crows. I got women up and down his creek, and they keep me running in my engine clean. Run me ragged, but I don't fret. No, there ain't been one slow me down none yet. Get me drinking that moonshine, get me higher than a grocery bill. Take my trouble to the high wall, throw 'em in the river and get your fill. We've been sipping that cocaine, ain't nothing better when the wind cuts cold. Lord, it's a mighty hard living and a damn good feeling to run these roads. I got people try to tell me, you keep this living and you wind up dead. Cast your troubles on the Lord of Lords, or you wind up laying on the cooling board. Well, I got buddies of a White House Road, there to keep me strutting when my feet hang low. Rock a whiskey gonna ease my pain. All this running gonna keep me sane. Get me drinking that moonshine and get me higher than a grocery bill. Take my trouble to the high wall and throw 'em in the river and get your feel. We've been sipping that cocaine and ain't nothing better when the wind cuts cold. Lord, it's mighty hard living, but a damn good feeling to run these roads. Damn good feeling to run these roads. When you lay me in a cold hard clay, won't you sing them hymns while banjo plays? Tell them ladies that they are not friends. Oh, there ain't been nothing ever hold me down. All men and women on a shallow grave say my blood's every day. Give me drinking that moonshine, get me higher than a grocery bill. Take my trouble to the high wall and throw 'em in the river and get your fill. We've been sniffing that cocaine, ain't nothing better than
Thank you. Big old request for that one. Jason, did you see what happened?
I saw a honky-tonk miracle in the middle of that song.
You know, folks, something very, very special just took place. I not only did I receive what's called a mercy shot to begin with by these folks right here, looking out for my best interest and my worst reputation. A mercy shot is where somebody just gives me a shot to put me out of my misery. But then a honky-tonk miracle took place. Tell everybody what that is.
Full-fledged honky-tonk miracle. I almost got a little choked up when I saw this happen. It's a very simple concept, y'all. A honky-tonk miracle is where one or more of you honky-tonk heroes. Who did this one?
These
Who's our
folks
benefactor?
right here. Oh,
This young man right here.
Here and there, yeah.
This honky-tonk hero right here, what he's done is he's gone to our honky-tonk angel behind the bar, Miss Alyssa, and she has a superpower.
Indeed.
She can make booze magically appear on stage for the band. It's a miracle.
But Jason, we have a superpower as well.
Oh, we do.
We can make booze magically disappear on stage. But it requires participation from everybody in the room. If you got a drink, raise your drink. If you can't raise your drinks, how you going to raise hell? On the count of three, everybody holler out, hell yeah, then swallow in. 1, 2, 3, holler. Yeah, it's Swaller. Welcome to AJ's, y'all. Cheers. Damn, it's smooth. I'm back.
I'm back, baby.
I can tell Rosalind has not been in Nashville very long, Jason.
How's that?
Because she said, could you hand me a water? The only people that drink water on stage in Nashville are people that just got to town or have been here way too long. My mom was watching the other day. They let her watch like 45 minutes of TV time in jail. You know, they get a week, they give them that. But she was watching the other day, and she called me. And she said, I could tell you weren't feeling good. I swear this really happened.
Such a mom thing to say.
I could tell you weren't feeling good. And I said, why was I looking bad? She goes, well, you always look bad. But I really could tell you weren't feeling good because you were drinking water on stage. I was like, well, Mom, you got me started on tequila when I was about 7 years old. It's hard to get away from it at this point, you know. But we had a request from Kim. And Kim wants to hear, some people say, this is arguably the greatest country music song of all time. Called Baby Got Back. No, it's called He Stopped Loving Her Today.
Oh, it's not Tupac. Okay.
No. Anybody still love George Jones music? Now, guys, you know, we need Tom Killen with us today so he could leave the stage and go dance with somebody. I wish you could have seen that. That was a thing.
That was pretty funny.
All right, here it goes, guys. George Jones going out to Kim. Thank you very much. He said, I'll love you till I die. She told him you'll forget in time. As the years went slowly by, she still preyed upon his mind. Kept her picture on the wall. Went half crazy now and then. He still loved her through it all, hoping she'd come back again. We found some letters by his bed, dated 1962. He had underlined in red every single I love you. I went to see him just today. Oh, but I didn't see no tears. Andre
seen him smiling years. He stopped loving her today. Ain't placed a wreath upon his door, and soon they'll carry him away. He stopped loving her today. You know, she came to see him one last time. Oh, and we all wondered if she would. It kept running through my mind. This time, he's over her for good. He stopped loving her today. They placed a wreath upon his door, and soon they'll carry him away. He stopped loving her today. George Jones, by request, thank you for that one. So, Brother Chaz, how you doing, my friend? All right. Now, Heather is wanting to hear some Johnny Cash. Now, I don't do that Johnny Cash song. We're going to substitute that one with one of my favorites by Johnny. 'Cause if you want to be my lover. It's Johnny Cash. Anybody still love Johnny Cash? Anybody not love Johnny Cash? I'm kidding.
Everybody loves Johnny Cash. Come on. Except Tom Kelly.
Tom, I was gonna say. All right, here it is, by request. I taught the weeping willow how to cry. I should a cloud cover up a clear blue sky. Tears I cried for that woman, never gonna flood you, Big River. I'm gonna sit right here until I die. Well, I met her accidentally in St. Paul, Minnesota. It tore me up every time I heard her draw that southern drawl. Then I heard my dream went back downstream to Borden in Davenport. I followed you, Big River, when you called. Yeah. Then you took me to St. Louis later on down the road. Frater says she's been here, but she's gone, boy, she's gone. Then I found a trail in Memphis, but she just walked up the bluff, raised a few eyebrows, and went on down alone. clouds had to cover up a clear blue sky. And the tears I cried for that woman, they're gonna flood you like a river. Well, I'm gonna sit right here until I die. I said I'm gonna sit right here until I die. Yeah, Johnny Cash by request. Thank you. Jason, you know, it happened again.
It did happen again, and we don't want to violate Tennessee state law, do we?
No. So why don't you lead the charge on this in here?
All right, let's do a holler and swaller together one more time, y'all. We just had another honky-tonk miracle occur, and of course, we were talking about this earlier, about Tennessee state law. They baked this into the state constitution in 1796, right?
Indeed.
That was the right year, wasn't it?
Yeah, when they ratified our nation's constitution, they had one big stickler about it. They said, well, you can't take away our right to the honky-tonk miracle holler and swallow. And so it says in there in the constitution, it says,
Hear ye, hear ye.
yeah, anytime a honky-tonk miracle doth occur, something like that,
Ye
shall
shall,
from... Whatever. Anyway, Jason, lead the
Raise
charge
your
here.
drinks up. Let me see what y'all are drinking today. If you don't have a drink, please go see Miss Alyssa. She'll take care of you. On the count of three, let's blow the roof right off this place with a holler. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, holler. Yeah, there we go. Now swallow. Cheers.
California made it in. We met them last night, Jason. He witnessed you singing all those girl songs last night. You saw him do "I'll Always Love You" and Jenny C. Riley and all that. But luckily, we have a female. I don't want to assume genders here, but luckily we have Rosalind here, and she doesn't really sing many girl songs either. But I think she should do that Floyd Tillman song, little Ernest Tubb country music. Anybody still love country music? Well, if you've seen our band. If you saw our band last night play, then you saw us with a fiddle player that refuses to sing. Now we just have one that sings stubbornly. There's a big difference in that.
I bet you guys got a lot of requests for Floyd Tillman last night.
Well, Bill Cook told me he can't do anything without people asking him for one. But yeah, Ernest Tubb, Floyd Tillman.
Yeah, Ernest Tubb and Floyd Tillman. This is a 2-for-1 with this song. Knock both of them out.
This is Miss Roz Turner, y'all. I know she ain't much to look at, but try to look at her anyway as she sings this song.
do y'all think about Roz right there? Do you like her? Wow. I think they really like you. I'm not jealous or anything, but obviously terrible judge of character. Yes, sir. Yeah, we can do that one. Yeah.
All right. Am I singing it or you?
I don't care.
I got it.
I like the way you do it. All right, here's some George Strait music right here by request. This is one of my favorites. I say that about a lot of George Strait songs because I love George Strait. He was actually the first country artist I actually liked. Yeah. I didn't grow up listening to country music at all. My papa played country music. I'd heard it a lot, but I never listened to it, you know. And I liked, you know, stupid music like kids do. But I remember I had a job, you know, when I was like 16 years old, and there was this guy that loved country music that worked there. And I said, man, there's a song I heard. He was a George Strait nut. I didn't know anything George Strait sang. This is in the 90s when George Strait was really like, you know, it was probably like 95, 96. And I was like, but there's a song about like a guy that's leaving his girl and she's leaving him, and he just says, fine, I'm just going to go to Cheyenne. He goes, that's George Strait. So I was like, okay. And I went and looked into some George Strait. I was like, wow, this is really good. My senior year in high school, this song came out right before my senior year in high school. And then I bet I heard this song 3 times a day all summer long when that came out, called Carry On Your Love With Me. And I've always loved this song.
A great George Strait song. It's a sing-along. Sing along if you know the word, Joe.
I didn't listen to any country music, but I knew George Strait.
138.
Baby, all I got is this beat up leather bag. Everything I own don't fill up half. Don't you worry about the way I pack. All I care about's getting back real soon. A kiss is all I need from you. West Virginia down to Tennessee, I'll be moving with the good Lord's speed. Carrying your love with me, it's my strength for holding on. Every minute that I have to be gone, I'll have everything I'll ever need. I'm carrying your love with me. On a lonely highway, stuck out in the rain. Honey, all I have to do is speak your name. The clouds roll back and the waters part. The sun starts shining in my heart for you. You're right there in everything I do. 'Cause I'm carrying your love with me. West Virginia down to Tennessee, I'll be moving with the good Lord's speed. You're carrying your love with me. It's my strength for holding on.
for holding on. Every minute that I have to be gone, I'll have everything I'll ever need. Carrying your love with me. Carrying your love with me. So I'm carrying your love with me. West Virginia down to Tennessee. I'll be moving with the good Lord sweet. You're carrying your love with me.
George Strait by request. Jason Chance on that one. Boy, I love that song. I love it. Welcome in. Good to see you. I'm going to take a wild guess where you're from. No, I'm messing with you. It's never like that. It's never like people wear shirts and stuff. You know, like I always joke around. The other day, he was wearing like a Tennessee shirt, and I was like, "Oh, are you from Tennessee?" And I'm from Wisconsin. I just don't want to mess around with it, man. Well, good to see you guys. Welcome in AJ's Good Time Bar. Now, listen, we're doing all requests today. If you got a song on your heart, a song on your mind, you make sure and let us know. Whether it's old country or even older country, we're here to play country music till we lose everything we got. Isn't that right, Bill? I've been losing my mind, but that ain't much. But keep those requests coming. Hey, you know, I realize we haven't done a Waylon Jennings song all day. Anybody else love Waylon Jennings besides? Okay.
I know who loves Waylon. Look at this. Here he is. We've been talking about you all morning. Talking about your dancing escapade yesterday.
Mr. Handsome himself, Magic Fingers. Y'all don't know this, but the Richard Gere of the steel guitar is standing right outside this door.
Our friend Tom Killen, y'all. 30 years with George Jones. Look at him standing right there.
Just look at him. Love you, Tom. Thank you. I think we should do Waylon's last number one that he had. Here's a song came out in the mid-1980s. Now, Waylon's first number one was called This Time. And it's one of my favorite Waylon songs. His last number one is also one of my favorite Waylon songs called The Rose in Paradise. It goes like this. Tom, you want to come? You want to come in here and hold court and get some dancing lessons? Tom, I love you, man. It's good to see you. We tried to get Tom to play this gig, but he said, no, you can't have me. You better go to an inferior instrument like the fiddle instead. Some Waylon Jennings. I bet you would. Why are you so shy? Just come in and dance with everybody, Tom. Flower for the taking, her beauty cut just like a knife. He was a banker for making, and he swore he'd love her all his life. Bought her a mansion on the mountain with a formal garden and a lot of land. Paradise became her prison. Georgia Baker was a jealous man. Every time he talks about her, you can see the fire in his eyes. He'd say, well, I would walk garden, and not a trace of her was ever found. Every time he talks about her, you can see the fire in his eyes. He'd say, well, I would walk through hell on Sunday to keep my rose in paradise. Let's play it. Now there's a rose out in the garden, and its beauty cuts just like a knife. Some say it even grows in the wintertime and blooms in the dead of a night. Waylon Jennings music right there. I love that song. Now, guys, we got about 30 minutes left with you, so we want to make sure we're playing your favorite songs. Kylie, I don't know what that song is. Where's Kylie? All right, I'm sorry, I don't know it. What else? I'm sorry. Where are you guys from? Goose Creek, Missouri. Do you know where that is? Tom Killen's from Poplar Bluff. He's standing outside just staring at me and giving me the evil eye. Well, welcome to Nashville. I'm sorry I don't know that song, but is there something else we can do for you? Anything. You like country music?
Like that last Tupac record.
Well, the thing is, we're not allowed to play anything but country music here. I was going to tell you, you know, if you want to hear heavy metal and bro country, you got to find Tom Killen's show later. I mean, that's all right. Well, who's your favorite classic country artist? Like Hank Sr., Hank Jr., Hank Cochran. I mean, you know.
Who's your favorite country artist, and why is it Merle Haggard?
That's right. Waylon. Well, let's do another Waylon then. Yeah, thank you. This is one of my favorite songs about trying to quit cocaine. It's called Lonesome, Ornery, and Mean. That's what it's really about. Yeah, the guy that wrote it, he was upset because he was glad Waylon cut this song. Don't get me wrong, it was a big hit. But it was written as a very sad song. It was a slow song. And that's true. It was written like as a somber kind of a thing. He said Waylon made a party out of it. He's like, it was about me trying to give up doing drugs, but Waylon was at the peak of his drug use when he released it, so he was like, no, I'm rocking the hell out of it, man. I'm going to celebrate it. So here it is, called Lonesome, Ornery, and Mean. Waylon Jennings by request. Wade, good to see you. Thank you, guys. All right, we got some Hank Williams Jr. to do. Where's Alex? Oh, all right, man. Alex was good to us last night. We're going to do this one, but you got to sing along with us. It's one about dysfunctional families and how they celebrate their traditions. Yeah, happy Father's Day, indeed. So you're from California, right? Is this your first time to Nashville? All right. Well, we got California in the house. Let's all welcome them to the United States. We're glad you made it. But no, I'm serious. Hey, but listen, they want to do a family tradition, which means everybody has to sing along. And it is a Father's Day song. Yeah. So if I say, why do you drink, what do you say? Jason, why do you drink?
To get drunk.
Oh, I was going to say because some of us has to, you know. I drink because I have to get through. But yeah, why do you drink? To get drunk. You got to holler that. So let's try it again. Why do you drink?
Get drunk.
And why do you roll smoke?
Get stoned.
Or get high. Maybe just to get by if you're like Bill Cook. And why must you live out the songs that you or your daddy or some pretty boy on Music Row wrote?
Get laid.
Hey, Bill, come. Is that?
Well, isn't that what it is?
That's what they say. They say to get laid, but I say to get paid because we're broke.
Oh, true.
Right. But we had a fiddle player, not a singing fiddle player at all.
Not Rosalind.
No, she's way too classy. Yeah.
We did have a fiddle player. We did that little spiel a couple of weeks ago, and she just looked over at me after he said all that, and she said, the answer to all three of those is to get laid.
I'm celibate.
Selling what?
Not selling anything anymore. That was good, Bill. Damn, see, you give Bill Cook a couple Crown Royals, he becomes a comedian all of a sudden. I'll tell you what. Make some noise for handsome Bill Cook right here. The secret weapon of Max Bob's bedroom. All right, here we go. Love you, Bill. All right, sing it with us, y'all. Country music singers always been a real close family. Lately, some of my kinfolk, they've disowned a few others than me. I guess it's because I gonna change my Lord, I guess I went and broke the family tradition. So don't ask us, hey, why do you drink? Why do you roll smoke? Why must you live out the songs that you wrote? Over and over, everybody made my prediction. If we get stoned, we just carrying on that old family tradition. I am very proud of my daddy's name, although his kind of music mine ain't exactly the same. Stop and think it over, put yourself in my unique position. If we get stoned and play all day long, you know it's a family tradition. So don't ask us, hey, why do you drink? Why do you roll smoke? Why must you live
tequila and some of these women. Something's gonna get me here in Nashville, Tennessee. When that doctor asked me, son, how'd you get in this condition? Say, well, hey, Sawbones, I'm just a carrying on that old family tradition. So don't ask us, why do you drink? Why do you roll smoke? Hey, why must you live out the songs that you wrote? When I'm down in this honky tonk, some slicks begging Bill Cook all that you would for just a little more friction. Say, well, leave him alone until after the show. You know, it's a family tradition. Oh, Hank Jr. by Rick Wilson. Well, guys, thanks for being good to us. We got time for a few more songs. Remember, I'm going to go over, there's 2 ways to get your songs played. I'm going to go over them. Number 1 way, Bill Cook.
Did you see that we summoned Lauren after talking about her?
We were just talking about her. Remember we were telling you about the not-so-classy fiddle player that we play with? It says, always talking about getting laid, apparently. But, no, number 1 way to get your song played is to throw some love in a tip jug right there and tell us what you want to hear. Number 2 way to get your song played is to scan the QR codes. You'll see them on the TV screens, on your bar top, tabletop. And that's very easy. You can request a song from the comfort of your bar stool. But, Jason, you're very excited about this new third
Well,
way?
a couple of folks have already found out today. This band likes to drink a little bit. Are y'all drinking today? You should be, but you got to be more enthusiastic than that. How many of you people are day drinking today? If you're not yet, shame on you. Please go see our friend Miss Alyssa behind the bar. She will take care of you. But that is the 3rd way to get your song played, y'all. Bring us some drinks. We'll play your song.
Yeah, might play 2 or 3 of them. I'm going to come out and say hi to everybody and find out what you want to hear. Now, we'll have that tip jug with me. Do not feel obligated to tip me. A guy like me comes around asking you for money. You should probably normally, in most circumstances, go the other direction. However, that is how we almost make an honest living. I don't beg you for money. We might beg you for booze, but we don't beg you for money. But if you like what you're hearing or you just feel plumb sorry for us and want to support live music, throw some love in there and tell us what you want to hear. Thanks again for being good to us. I'm going to turn it over to Jason Chance.
Well, I'm going to flip it back over to Bill Cook. We were talking about this earlier. He was telling this story when we first got here this morning about the great Vince Gill actually sang Bill Cook Happy Birthday a few years ago at the Opry. So he's going to sing a Vince Gill song for y'all.
Yeah, it was an honor. It really was. That did happen. She was standing at the front door when I came home last night. My good
Bill Cook, y'all. Vince Gill Music. Yes, sir. Thank y'all for being nice to Rooster Browns. He came around with our tip jug. We certainly appreciate that. He just got out of jail yesterday. He's got to meet with his probation officer later today, so that's always a good thing, some cash in the jug.
Jason, the details of the case are still pending, and remember,
Allegedly.
remember, an arrest does not equal a conviction. Accusations are not the same as convictions. All right, here's some Billy Joe Shaver coming up, and then some Waylon Jennings. We had some great requests. We just don't have time to get to all of them. And if you hate these songs, Bill Cook is doing an arm wrestling tournament afterward. You can, but be careful. He's wiry. He's tough to take. Yeah,
His arms are too long. That's right.
Yeah, that's right. He's got leverage, man. You can't mess with that. All right, but Vern Gosden. All right, here's some Billy Joe Shaver by request.
Black Rose. Hey, don't, yeah.
Way down in Louisiana, amongst the tall grown sugar cane, cane cutting man and a Dominican hand with the rules of a different name. Yeah, the first time I felt lightning, I was standing in the drizzling rain with a bottle of gin and a trembling hand and the rules of a different name. And the devil made me do it the first time. Second time I done it on my own. The Lord put a handle on the simple-headed man, help me leave that black rose alone. When the devil made that woman, Lord, he throwed the pattern away. She was built for speed with the tools you need to make a new fool every day. Way down deep and dirty, beneath the darker side of shame, you'll find a cane cutting man, Lord, I'm a doing it again with the rules of a different name. And the devil made me do it the first time. Second time I done it on my own. The Lord put a handle on the simple-headed man, help me leave that black rose alone. I said the devil made me do it the first time. Second time I done it on my own. The Lord put a handle on the simple-headed man, help me leave that black rose alone. Yeah, it's Billy Joe Shaver by request. All right, guys, we got time for one more. It's one of my favorite songs. Anybody still love Waylon Jennings? I know we have a few folks. We had two requests for Waylon Jennings when I came around. We had a Hank Jr. request and a Ricky Skaggs request. We just don't have time to get to all of them. But this is one of the songs I say I've got two theme songs, Bill. One is probably Everybody Dance Now by CNC Music Factory, you know. And the other one is I've Always Been Crazy by Waylon Jennings. I have actually gone to jail for something I did not do.
No, not really.
No, I mean it. You know, I've been busted for things that I did do, yes, and for things I didn't do. And I really relate to this, pretty much every word of this song, especially that part, because it cost me a lot of money to get out of something I didn't do. True story, I'll tell you one day. I was framed. I was framed. I was framed, everybody.
that you understand. Chances you're taking, loving a free living man. Are you really sure that you really want what you see? Be careful of something that's just what you want it to be. Listen. So Waylon Jennings by request right there. Guys, that's all the time we have. I want to say thank you so much for being good to us. We got Wild Bill and the Bruisers coming up. You got to wait. You got to talk to me. Son, I got to talk to you. What are you talking about? Oh, Lord of goodness. Well, welcome to AJ's Good Time Bar. Who's having a good time at the Good Time Bar? Remember, you're allowed to say yeehaw. You're allowed to say hell yeah. See, nobody got in trouble. You're allowed to make sure we get one more drink before we crawl home. All right. Thank you guys very much. Please be good to our friend Alyssa behind the bar. And please be patient. We're going to get tore down. The next band, Wild Bill and the Boys, they're going to get set up. Then we can all get tore up on a Sunday fun day in Nashville, Tennessee. Thanks for being good to us. Thank you so much. And guys, one more time, make some noise for this band up here. Thank y'all.